This is Star Wars in Character, the podcast that takes a closer look at some of the elements that make up the Star Wars universe. Backstories, histories, and details you never knew, wanted to know, or ever need to know. Now here are this week's panelists of Star Wars in Character.
Today, we are talking about...
You're still going to mess it up.
I am.
I wrote it down phonetically.
Ready?
I wrote it down phonetically for you.
This is the best way.
Read what I wrote.
Ghoul.
All right.
What's the matter?
It's all right. I'm having trouble saying it myself.
All right. Ghoul.
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 Is that how it is? Ghoul?
Ghoul.
Ghoul. Oh, Ghoul.
Ghoul.
Ghoul. Goonies.
Ghoul.
Ghost.
Like go.
Gandhi.
I forget. How is it spelled again?
Ghoel.
Ghoul.
Ghoul.
I like Matt's. Go Ghoul.
Well, I have a pronunciation here, okay? I'm going to explain all this to you.
You do that.
Just get stupid names.
Ghoul. Appears in episode 6, Return of the Jedi. All right. Hold on to your butts.
Okay.
My name is... This is stupid. I'm ready to shoot my head.
Stick, stupid.
Korean Mud Chris.
What is that?
What?
I guess you don't know your snails.
That was awesome.
Okay.
You don't know what a Korean mud snail is?
No.
Okay. Wait to hear this name. Today I'm joined by Mud Flat Matt. It's a snail.
Yeah, because Ghoul
is
very snail-like.
Mud flap or flat?
Flat.
Oh, okay.
To my right, I think we all probably saw these. Garden Dave. Garden snails.
Common garden variety.
And this is good. Escargot Tim. Even though the T is silent, Escargot.
Yeah. Silent T and T is works for me.
Escargot got Tim.
There you go.
It should have been Escargot Im.
That's pretty good. Well, Garden Snail Dave.
Yeah.
Please tell us the facts about Ghoul.
About Dave Grohl.
Now, Ghoul, for those of you who don't know, is the creature in Jabba's palace that kind of hangs from the ceiling, and you can see him very, very, very briefly.
Never knew this was an actual snail thingy.
This is a character.
Never.
Now, my first problem in looking this up, and I kind of discovered this, we did way back. We were just talking about this. I did like a March Madness kind of field of 64 Star Wars characters and left it up to the Facebook community to crown a winner. And I think the winner was Porkins. Is that right? This was
Don't remember, but I'll take it.
Porkins
should have been.
Porkins did win something recent in the last, I would say, 6 months.
The hot dog eating contest.
And I used him as one of the characters because I was trying to find really obscure characters, and this one's pretty obscure. And my first problem was, how do you pronounce Ghoel?
I would have said Ghoel is what I would have just said off the top of my head.
Like Noel.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a problem like this, it's good to have friends in high places.
Yes, I'm jealous now. I want this.
And the friend I'm speaking of is none other than Leland Chi.
Leland.
And I'm sure there'll be more to come on Leland Chi as far as our show goes in the future, thanks to Tim. But I'm
sorry, when you said it almost sounded like you slipped and said our shark goes like escargot.
You got it on my brain now.
Yeah.
I reached out to Leland, as I do from time to time when I have a question, and he's always nice enough to take time out of his busy schedule to get back to me. So I sent him a message just wondering if he could give me some help on how to pronounce this character's name, and this is what he sent me back. Hi, Dave. I can't recall us using this name in an audiobook or a video game, so we're unlikely to have an official...
Oh, my God.
Oh.
I'd be inclined to pronounce it Ghoul, and he writes it phonetically Ghoul. So we are the first
This
people
is the first.
in Cheese memory to even talk about this character.
This is history.
This is
Speak
nonsense.
it out loud.
Maybe we should put this on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we could try and see what happens. Actually, this is about the most official citation. Oh, they'll want God knows what kind of backup they want. Forget it. I'm already exhausted trying, and I haven't even tried yet.
Maybe
We'll need your username, password, and credit card numbers.
maybe he could do it for us. Can't he? Has power
to do what?
to like put this on Wikipedia. Like
That's not a Wikipedia. That's not a Lucasfilm thing.
Yeah, like what is his official job title? He is Lucasfilm's continuity advisor,
Database administrator, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. And he's now part of the new story core, which is like they're going through the entire EU and movies and creating one cohesive timeline. I think currently is his big task.
So Leland's very busy, and I appreciate him taking the time to email me back. And if anybody's going to know this, it's him. And as far as his recollection goes, no one. I mean, this has appeared in places, and there is a backstory. It's got a story and a name, but no one's ever said the name out loud.
Never
Until now.
This is like Voldemort. Those who shall not speak his name.
great movies, Dave.
Shut up.
No, there's something. I'm with Chris. Does something happen if you say his name, or you're just not supposed to say it?
Just not, it gives.
It's not like Beetlejuice.
or Candyman.
Yeah, Candyman, right? Yeah.
No, it gives him power.
So something kind of happens. Okay.
How's he sneeze?
Stupid.
He sneezes.
He doesn't have a nose, right? How's he smell?
Come on.
How's he
Pretty
sniff?
bad. Oh.
Ding.
Well, thank you again to Leland Chi, the keeper of the holocron, for his expertise.
Did he ask about me?
No, but there'll be more coming on Leland Chi in the future. Well, I think we'll let Tim break that news eventually when it happens. But stay tuned.
Yes.
Right, Tim.
Coming soon.
Yep.
Play that coming soon that twirls.
Coming soon.
I thought that was for the special.
Yeah.
ABC special.
All right. Well, the species of Ghoul is a wool cabashite,
Bless you.
and he's male.
I saw it down there.
Yeah, I don't know how you know.
I picked it up and looked under it.
He is male. But we talked about this several times. I always kind of have a problem with this, but for some reason with this one, it just doesn't matter. This is another Animal Kingdom ripoff because he is basically a mollusk. He is a snail. And he's also kind of like part barnacle because really they don't do anything. They just hang around on stuff.
Oh, I see SpongeBob now.
Yep.
It's barnacle.
Yeah. It's
He lives in Jabba's palace all over the
Yo ho!
I couldn't think of a word. So
I don't know. I find it intriguing just because this character is so peculiar.
I got background on this character. If this may hello.
Oh yeah.
This
Haba.
this might make. Hold on.
This is awesome.
2 hours
This
later.
might make the Ola the frog thing sound smart.
Really?
Because for years, even when I was older, I always thought it was just like a decoration on the wall, like a tongue sticking out of the wall with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No shell, nothing, just a tongue.
So you've noticed this in the movie?
I've noticed it, and I always said, what the fuck is that? And I always wondered what it was, not knowing it was an actual
Creature.
thing. Yeah.
Did Matt and Tim, did you ever notice this until like this has come up from doing the show?
No.
I've only noticed it since we have been doing the show, and I forget where it came up, but someone pointed out that that's a thing, and I'm like,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
I always thought it was licking 3PO, like how it's angled, the camera angle is. It's like right against his face.
I think you're thinking of a different scene. I think you're thinking of the one that comes through that gated door as he's walking to the dungeon.
No.
No?
I always thought that green, even though it was Jabba's, the green jizz on 3PO's chest was like the lickage from the thing.
Well, that
okay,
green-
you gotta tell me the scene that he comes in contact with him in, because I totally forget it.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
The green stuff on 3PO has nothing to do with Ghoul.
Okay.
That's from when Jabba gets pissed and knocks him backwards.
Okay.
Smashes a
right.
frog that's in his hand on his chest.
Yeah, right. He comes back with green stuff on his head. The time that you see Ghoul and it's for only 16.8 seconds.
That's a considerable amount of time. I should have noticed them before this then.
It was a lot shorter than that, to be honest.
It's 16.8 seconds is when this is deep into the Jabba's palace stuff. This is after Boushh has been there, after Han's been there, after Luke's been there, after the Rancor's been killed, and now they bring out Luke and Han together to be sentenced in the throne room by Jabba, and C-3PO is translating for Jabba about how they're going to be put in the Sarlacc, immediately. And Han's like, good, I hate long waits.
You're right.
And while 3PO is standing there,
It looks like it's licking them.
it's up on the ceiling,
Oh, okay.
on the rafters, sticking its tongue out,
Yeah.
trying to lick him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. I've never seen that.
So maybe Ola is a fucking frog.
Because you're right about this.
Yes.
Well, Chris, I have to give you credit. You are absolutely right about this. It is it is trying to lick him.
See?
And I'm going to go
Holy shit.
into some details over why. But basically, this thing is stuck there. It's like a light fixture.
Right.
It's a squatter, really. It's the wool cabochites as a species are highly intelligent, but no one knows it.
Intelligent.
Yes, no one knows it.
Okay.
This
Just like me.
I really enjoyed researching this one because this one is such a mess. Now there were
I'm smart.
Yeah.
I'm smart. Lick. I'm smart.
they were mollusk-like creatures that rarely moved. Like they would just hang out.
Literally, they were hanging.
And this one in particular, Ghoel, which is this one in particular, there are other ones of
Other
these
names:
creatures.
Moel, Frankel.
And Teklaminu.
Moel, Larel, and Curlel.
And Jor-El.
Oh shit, Kal-El.
This one was immobile. Like that part where Chris has spotted it. And I'm impressed that you spotted it.
I remember this like years.
Wow.
I was, what is that?
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
That's awesome.
You deserve a cookie for that because
Like,
No cookies.
no, you don't get any points for trivia. Don't
points?
even try
Okay.
it.
All right.
That thing is there and it will always be there. It is immobile. That's where it stays.
How did it get there if it's immobile?
Boring.
It slowly made its way there, and that's where it's sticking.
I
And
like this place. This is good. This is a good spot. I got to see everything. I can see the TV, and Ula's tits are in prime display from her usual spot where she sits. I'm really smart. I'm telling you this right now. I want you to know this. Hey, come here. Look. All right.
Southern again. That's all I'm thinking. Southern.
He's more Georgian now.
Okay.
NASCAR.
Lick
That's
it,
like barbecue.
wham.
Lick it. Oh, someone had potatoes.
I love it, Tim. Someone had potatoes.
What was that?
He said, lick. Someone had potatoes.
I didn't hear that. That's awesome.
I can't one. Chris, take over.
I want to know more about this thing that like licks you.
All right, here we go. This thing would cling to the wall. This species in general would cling to walls, rafters, wherever. And Ghoel was in Jabba the Hutt's chamber. And when anyone would get close,
Try to lick them?
he would give them an exploratory lick
Oh.
My God.
with his prehensile tongue. So not only could he lick, but he could also grab on with it like a monkey's tail.
And pull you over.
I guess. Now,
Come here, baby. I'm going to show you a list of. Oh, I'm going to give it to you. Loving.
potato.
Jaded.
Potato.
Now
Potatoes.
this licking is how Wolcabachites would communicate with each other.
That's how me and Tim are.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get you a Dr. Pepper. You're welcome.
They also had forms of telepathy, but the licking was the main way that they would communicate with each other, and they were brilliant. But no one would ever know this.
Just them.
Just them,
That's
because
bullshit.
it would try, like anytime anyone got close, this thing was like,
Hey, Ghoel, what does E equal? That's right, MC squared. You're so fucking smart.
anytime someone got close, the tongue was like, and they were like, get the fuck out. No, it was like, they would just
I just want to tell you the secret of life.
yeah, it was basically, they knew everything, but no one understood or knew how brilliant these things were because they couldn't communicate with anybody. but by licking, and as soon as they would try to lick somebody, they were like, "Get out of here."
Do you think?
But where would its brilliance come from? Because like, does it go to school? Is there a Kabashite university that these things go to? Where does it learn? I mean, it's
Oh my god!
and how much? Really, honestly, how much knowledge can it get by hanging out on Jabba's wall?
Do you know what's funny is I'm on YouTube trying to find licking. I typed in licking sounds.
Oh, jeez.
Just
Why?
to play, just a lollipop being licked, just.
Yeah.
And the second one is licking my girlfriend's hee-haw
On YouTube?
on YouTube.
No, not on YouTube.
On her tube, his tube.
You can't show that stuff
No,
on YouTube.
well, what is that?
I don't know, but this guy was the Gene Simmons of the Star Wars universe.
That's pretty good.
Call him Dr. Love.
Lick it up.
Do you think Slave Leia went over to it and stood on her hands?
Oh.
That was good.
She's hot.
That's all. That's good.
Girl.
Well, if Tim wants to know, I did some research on the wool Kabashites as a species.
What's that?
Yeah.
So I was fascinated by this. First of all, they have 2 brains.
Well, they're so tiny.
Just like Steve Martin.
That's right.
Yeah.
And kind of like the Minox, we talked about this with the Minox, they can survive in a vacuum. So they can survive anywhere. They have no respiratory system. And the whole body is basically a huge stomach. Oh,
There we go.
awesome. I don't even want to talk over this.
Serious?
This is great.
Look at this old video.
This is during the Vinnie Vincent era of Kiss.
Ooh. Here they come. Here they come. Look at those pants.
Look at the pants. Look at the girls looking at them coming. The skulls. Like Jabba's palace a little bit.
There you go. This is Kiss on.
They're drinking out of gasoline buckets
Gasoline buckets.
yeah. In the video, they're it's like a post-apocalyptic Earth. Kiss are the only 4 men left, and they're having like an orgy / feast by the fireside that night.
All right.
They're all wearing leopard pants and stuff. It's awesome.
These things could survive anywhere, which meant they could spread all over the galaxy. They kind of.
And we saw one.
Yeah, you saw one.
In all 6 movies.
Just like the Minox, they ate plasma. They could get energy from whatever. So they were highly metallic. Like they could suck on like pipes and ships and conduits, and they were really kind of like leeches.
They could suck the chrome off a tailpipe.
There you go. Their culture was built on philosophy, and they would communicate with each other through either the tongues, but they could also send out a magnetic field to each other to communicate. So to each other, they were brilliant, and they called this sending out of this magnetic field. They called this singing.
Oh my god.
They also had texts that would.
They had iPhones. They were texting.
No, like, and I didn't understand this at all. I mean, I don't know how, unless they grasped a pen with the prehensile tongue, how did they have any texts at all?
Right.
This is phony.
Come on.
Well, it's all phony. Yeah, it's all fiction.
Phony.
Awful, huh?
Now, there were apparatuses that were made that they could use to communicate with other species, but because they felt like they were so brilliant, they refused to use any of them and felt that these other species should find a way to communicate
These
with
things
them.
move so fucking slow, and they're boring as hell. And don't their tongue dry out from hanging out the whole time?
I didn't find anything about that. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
No, I knew Chris would like this, so I did look this up too. The way that they procreate. Okay, we're talking sex now.
Turn down the lights.
Okay. They would expel their stomachs out of their gullets, and that became a baby. They would
What?
exchange genetic material by tonguing each other.
Bing, 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 bing.
Hold on.
So they I guess in addition to being able to communicate through their tongues, they would expel the stomach. The tongues would come out. The tongue would go into the expelled stomach. Genetic material was swapped.
What?
Yeah.
Stomach back in body. You get a baby Wolcabashite. They called this grooming tongues.
I don't know why I laughed at that.
This is not an April Fool's joke.
What are you reading?
I researched this stuff. I sat and wrote all this crap down.
What were you saying when you were writing it down?
Chris is going to love this. Now, this is the worst part. I didn't even get to the worst part. I looked up other Walkabashites besides Ghoul. And the most famous one other than him, which you never see,
Dick Cheney.
Roseanne Barr.
Was called Omo Bori, which, yes, was a Jedi master.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
God.
That sat on the council.
What?
What? And was Saesee Teen's master.
Saesee Teen.
Vader.
That's why Saesee Teen always looked. That's why Saesee Teen always looked wet, because he kept licking his face to give him instructions.
This is all bullshit.
Yeah, I could see, like, how do I do this, master? And I was like, now, Saesee Teen, who does appear in the movies, right, Tim? Saesee
Teen is in the movies, yes.
Is the one with the little horns?
He's very moist.
Yeah.
Okay. So after this Omo Bori died, Saesee Teen was so broken up over this, like distraught, that it ruined the rest of his life. He spent the next 20 years trying to
his pet tongue died?
Trying to contact the spirit of his master through the Force. And this Omo Bori, who was on the council, was such an important Jedi that Mace Windu actually performed his eulogy at his funeral.
You lost me when we said today's character is Ghoul.
Ghoul. I'm not making this up.
Ghoulies.
I just want to know what Mace Windu's eulogies would be like. How obnoxious are those?
All right. Wait. Now,
master?
Now this Walkabashite.
Yeah.
They're sentient. Yes, we know that. But they're also stuck in one spot.
Yeah.
So did Saesee Teen just have to hang around? Like his Jedi Master wouldn't go anywhere, but he would. So he just have to sit in the same spot.
So the prophecy says.
So he just sits on the council.
Awesome.
He sits in his chair and never leaves. He never leaves. Saesee Teen is just sitting there next to him saying, "Teach me, lick me."
At the end of the day, they shut out the lights. It's quitting time, and he's like, "I'll just hang out here. See you guys tomorrow."
Take a seat.
Teach me, feed me, lick me, Saesee Teen.
That is a great point. I mean, if he barely moves, how on earth is he teaching anyone anything?
Yeah.
Where's he getting experience is the other question.
Yeah. If this guy sits in one spot, how can he pass the Jedi trials?
This is the worst character ever.
No.
Where is his Padawan braid?
Yeah.
It's on his tongue.
And what is he holding a lightsaber with?
His tongue. They're prehensile.
All right, Dave. How much stuff can you do with your tongue?
Well, let me show you.
Doesn't want to brag, but
you name it, I've probably done it.
You can move mountains.
Well, you bring up good questions.
You don't have good answers.
I love this character. Okay, I was sitting there reading this, going, "This is going to be one of the best episodes ever."
Oh my god!
Next to Fixer,
as Chris has pointed out, the Ghoul is there licking away at C-3PO,
licking away at the droid.
It finds C-3PO interesting and tries to lick his head.
Yes,
yeah,
the one on top.
Yeah, the one on top.
Right,
not the one in that trading card.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Now, his immobility actually ends up saving his life, because when they all go on the sail barge to watch the execution, nobody bothers to take him along. And he's just, licking away for
one last time.
Yeah, I mean, he's just there. That's it.
No.
Story ends.
What do you mean, no?
This is stupid.
He's probably still there.
He's fucking Gary from SpongeBob. He's a fucking
Gary.
He's a snail. I don't like this character at all.
I love this character.
I like escargot anyway. So
I'm reading here. He has a separate brain for digestive tasks, so he has to think about digesting. Digest, think. Oh. Think. Digest, break it down. All right. Next task.
Next bite.
Hi.
Now, the puppeteer for this character was actually somebody that we've been in contact with before, and it was Mr. Mike Quinn.
Elin Chi.
No. Mike Quinn, who was Nine Numb, and when we talked about him on the show, we had a correspondence with him. He was very generous with his time in answering my questions.
And then talked to my wife about the Muppets for like an hour while there was a line of people behind her waiting to sign their damn Nine Numb pictures.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, Christy had a long conversation with him, so I'm sure he'll come up on Muppets in characters.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But he was an actual puppet, and Mike Quinn performed the character on the set. Now, during that shot, I watched it very carefully today because my son and I were trying to watch it for like a long time. I thought he would kind of be hanging around in several places.
He's just right there.
He's only in that one spot.
And not even moving.
Well, in some scenes,
is he moving?
Do you see the tongue actually going out after C-3PO? When that's happening, that is Mike Quinn doing that. Then they'll show another like close-up shot of C-3PO, and it's hanging up behind him, and the tongue is just like hanging there like flaccid.
Well,
that's it.
So
that's also Mike Quinn doing that.
Ow! In the wide shots, what they did was there were some. I guess there was a lot of tongue movement by Quinn, and the director felt that it was too distracting, that people would be looking at that rather than C-3PO, so they cut out a lot of it. But in a lot of the wide shots, like Chris said, you can still see the tongue moving after C-3PO. But the close-ups of C-3PO, if you want to see a good shot of him, he's hanging behind him, but the tongue is just hanging straight down. It's not doing anything. Now, it didn't have a name until 1995. It was named in one of these card games. And then Star Wars Insider took it a step further, and they gave it a gender, which was male. And it actually has an action figure.
Sort of. I mean, define action.
It was released in a Hasbro line with like a 3-pack with the Frog Dog and one of the Bomar monks. It was called... the name of the pack was closed 2004. Jabba's Palace Court Denzians. I have to have this.
I gotta look at mine too.
Christmas is done. Thanks, Dave.
There you go. This is like a must-have for me. This is like one of the most obscure and useless characters of all time, and I love it.
Does salt hurt it?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean?
It's really great. I know you're not a fan of this, but
I don't. Everything you said, this thing's horseshit.
No, this is one of my new favorite characters. He's still there licking away. All he wants is a lick. How many licks does it take?
Get the center of a C-3PO pop.
2, 3.
So
that's just
weird. An action figure.
Is he still like how old?
I didn't see anything about age. That was one thing I did not see.
Because
I mean, there's other statistics like advanced intellect, the orange eyes, grayish pink skin, but they based it on a moss. There's a cool shot that I'll put on our Facebook page of them making the puppet. It's a pretty neat shot. But really, they just made this thing and stuck it on the ceiling and had Mike Quinn stick the tongue out. The other thing, I mean, this has nothing to do with Ghoul, but maybe you guys know this, and maybe it's even been talked about, and I'm just ignorant. But my son and I were watching the entire Jabba's Palace scene today, looking for this stupid thing.
Right.
And my son noticed that in a lot of the scenes, Boba Fett's antenna switches from side to side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm sure.
Never noticed that.
I'm sure there are people that notice, but there are times now. I know that there's some. Now we watch the special editions. There are times that it's Don B's, and there are times that it's original footage.
Right.
It definitely switches from side to side in that. But there's another one, the famous shot of Boba Fett when Boosh pulls out the detonator. That's from the original cut of the movie.
Yeah.
His antenna would be on the left side of his helmet at that point. When they show him later and standing with Jabba, this is more definite original footage. It's on the right side. So we're watching it, and it's flipping from side to side. I'm wondering if, like, in that one shot, it was a flipped image.
Yeah, that would probably...
That's done a lot in movies.
Yeah, I mean, because it's to me, like, how could they mess that up? How could they make the helmets wrong?
Right.
It's probably what you said, flipped image.
Well, in that shot, that is a cool shot. I mean, you can picture that, right? When Boosh pulls out the thing and he whips that up.
Real fast, yeah.
That's a reverse image because his antenna's on the wrong side.
Unless the camera is filming a mirror.
Why would that be happening?
Good question.
I don't know. Why is there a slug that's a Jedi Master?
Come on.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
The 3.
I love this character. I don't care what you say.
I don't know. It's some. I don't know.
What? You think I made this up still?
I think you did.
No.
I see all your writing.
No, I say stuff Dave makes is better than this.
No.
True.
All right. Well, then, as far as Ghoul goes, that's all I got.
All right. Matt,
Yes?
is your website believable?
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, there ain't jack shit about this thing. The only thing I could find is what Dave was talking about, the action figure set. I had never seen before until I was looking for a figure on this, and the only site that had like a good set of pictures of this instead of the whole set of just this thing, detailed pictures, is JediTempleArchives.com. So that's the only thing I can find even remotely interesting, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots of this figure alone. So if you want a detailed shot of this figure, you can find it here. Otherwise, there ain't jack shit about this thing.
Ain't jack shit.
I want that.
You got it.
He wants to be licked.
Lick it up.
Lick a nut?
You say lick nut? I heard the same thing, Matt.
Lick a nut. Lick a nut. Told you right now.
Wow. Well, Dave,
Yes, Chris.
is it time?
It is time
Okay.
for Who Said That?
Who said that?
I'm Adam Carolla.
That's Adam Carolla.
What?
He's on other
Adam Carolla said that.
podcasts. On ours.
I don't. He's this is ad. I apologize, Adam. Get out there, Adam.
You're so
You
bored.
came up at the perfect time, though.
You're so bored with this episode. You're watching.
I'm not bored.
YouTube videos.
Look what I'm getting it up again.
What? Lick it up.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Told you right now.
Play in the background.
What do you think, Tim? Kiss better, masked or unmasked?
Neither.
Honestly, I prefer the masked era, but the unmasked era was also had its moments. That last album, those last 2 albums they put out before they put the mask back on, badass. Carnival of Souls.
I was never a fan of Kiss.
Why not?
I don't know. It never was.
They suck.
Every time that's a good name. Every time I go to a convention, name them all.
Peter Criss has been at a bunch of the ones up there in Jersey.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
Peter Criss.
Ace Frehley.
Paul Stanley.
Ace
There's no
Frehley's
way Paul
always-
Stanley is going to do anything.
Ace is always doing Chiller Theater.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Kulick, I've seen him do a few conventions.
Isn't
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons in that Wanted Dead or Alive movie?
He's
Oh, the one with Rutger Hauer that you have the
Rutger-
video of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays a terrorist.
Yeah, and at the end, there's a grenade in the mouth, and he pulls the pin and he walks away.
Yep.
Thanks for spoiling that.
Spoiler.
Yep. Well,
What year is that movie?
If you
Right.
haven't
I
seen
remember-
it, I know you're not seeing it.
I remember borrowing that from you and just being like, I want to watch this. Gene Simmons. No, their song Unholy, that song's awesome. Unholy, that's from the Unmasked era.
Well, it's time, Dave.
Heaven's on fire. That's the only song I know.
The scores
That's
go.
off of Animalize.
Yeah. God gave rock and roll to you.
Bill and Ted
I
Part
hit
2.
puberty in the middle of that line. What the fuck was that?
Peter Brady.
Yeah, right.
Tim has 23.
I know.
Matt has 18. Chris has 15.
What?
And Dave, I have 12.
I love you.
And what we're doing is naming random quotes from random Star Wars movies for points. If we can get the speaker of the quote, we get 1 point. If we can get the context of the quote, we get a second point. And everybody is trying to collect a quote from each movie to get 5 bonus points.
Yes.
So, Tim, you're first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here's your quote. Once we get inside, Annie, you find a safe place to hide and stay there.
That's episode 1. It's calling him Annie, so I'm assuming it's Padme talking to him. I know that Qui-Gon basically says the same thing to him, but I'm going to say Padme is the one that actually says this line in episode 1.
Final answer, Tim?
Yeah, it's when they go back to Naboo, when they're going to get Naboo back.
I probably would have went with Qui-Gon more, but I'm probably wrong. That's just me.
I just don't remember Qui-Gon ever calling him Annie.
Are you brainless?
So I'm gonna say Padme, because I may be wrong, but I'm saying Padme.
All right.
All right.
Here's the deal. That is definitely from episode 1, and it is spoken to Anakin when they are in the hangar. But it is spoken by Qui-Gon.
Oh!
Which means, Tim, you get nothing.
Nada.
Because you have to get the speaker of the quote first before you can go for the
Wow. Well,
which means your string of getting 2 points is over.
I'm trying to save this plane.
Trying to save it. I'm doing that with Luke like nonstop now. Oh,
what is that? That Liam Neeson movie?
Yeah,
nonstop. Yeah.
I didn't even mean that little pun there, but
Trying to save this plane, not crash it.
save it. Good movie though.
It is a very good movie. It's got a twist.
It had a titty twist. What was that?
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Thanks, my young friend.
Yes.
Matt, here's your quote. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, no. It's not like that at all. He's my brother.
I want that one.
Spoken by Princess Leia to Han Solo after the whole Death Star battle, where Han says, "Okay, I'll keep out of the way." Yada yada yada.
I want that one. That was a good one.
On Endor.
Everything he said is correct. That's 2 points for Matt. You did not need that movie.
God damn it!
You need.
That's right. I need it. Phantom Menace.
You need episode 1, but
Closing that gap on Tim.
You are certainly closing the gap.
I take it back.
Do you think Han thought that Leia saw Luke's cock?
How do you answer that?
Yeah, yes or no?
Tim, are you ready? Oh.
Because Han,
Chris, it's your turn.
Han thought that Leia and Luke were coupling up.
Sorry, I just saw your quote.
Oh boy! All right, go ahead.
This is.
Did you see Luke's cock?
Look at the size of that Jedi's cock.
It's a cutscene.
Count me in.
Are you ready for your quote?
We did it!
I'm ready.
Here's your quote.
Yes.
A Sith Lord.
Yeah, be shitting me.
That's your quote.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna get this wrong somehow. Because you know what? Episode 1, Jedi Council, Mace Windu said it to Qui-Gon talking about Annie.
Oh my god!
I know.
Final answer?
Final answer. Something's wrong. Something's right.
All right, you're gonna get a point for the speaker of the quote.
Wrong movie.
The speaker of the quote.
Yes. It was Mace Windu as the speaker, but
Was it clones?
No, it was episode 3.
3.
Talking to Anakin when he's breaking the news about the Emperor
Man,
being
I thought I was gonna get it wrong.
a Sith Lord. So you did get a point.
I'm glad I have soundboard.
You did not need that movie.
Oh, good. Okay.
You already had it. No, wait a second. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's the movie you needed.
Oh, I got it wrong.
You got it right.
All right, hold on. I'm drunk. 3. Tell me this again.
You got the quote right.
Wait a minute.
I thought you had to get both right.
No, because both was instituted like 5 episodes in.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
All you have to do is get the speaker of the quote right from the movie,
Did I
which
get all episodes?
which he accidentally did.
You son of a
him
bitch.
quote from each movie, and you are the first person to get the 5 bonus points,
Lick it up. Lick it up.
which puts you at 21, ahead of Matt And only 2 points behind Tim.
Oh, nice.
I'm so behind Tim, even with his 5 bonus points.
Yes, but congratulations, you're accidentally the first person to get the 5 bonus.
Through no fault of his own.
So now you can start over again.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You
Done.
Start over again and have to get one more from each movie.
How's it make you feel, Tim? I got him first, Tim. Huh?
Well, I mean, what episode number is this? Is it possible for him to get 6 more?
If it's 119, he has to get one for the next 6 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
The problem,
I don't know. It could happen.
It's a possibility. It's not a probability.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine with it. I enjoy the game. Winning is not everything.
That's good because you've never won.
Exactly.
You're right back in this, Chris.
Just like that.
What did I do?
Huh?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I done.
What have I done?
What did I hit? I'm back on your search area. All right, here we go. I got it. Get away.
Jeez.
It's loading.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing this. I'm going to make this bar go down quick. Yeah, look at it. Okay, I'm stopping here. Low battery just popped up, Dave.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hi, Jar Jar.
Hi, my name is. Hi.
My name is what? My name is Jar Jar.
Captain Darples.
Hi, Jar Jar.
Hi, Jar Jar.
Hi is such a common, like, pedestrian thing to say. It seems to me like something that only a child would say. So I'm going to say that's... And at that point, Jar Jar's new to everybody but Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. I'm going to say that's them introducing Jar Jar to Anakin, because to me, only a kid would say hi. So that's it from episode 1. Jar Jar being introduced to Anakin as a boy.
He's embarrassing.
That is incorrect. Oh, wait a minute. Who'd you say? Who said it?
Anakin.
I guess that's the point.
Okay, is it from episode 2?
No.
What?
Episode 3.
He says hi as a Sith
says
Lord?
Jar Jar says, hello, Andy. Good end to seize to you. What the fuck?
Oh, Lord.
This is a deleted scene.
And the Gungan waves to Anakin. Anakin says, hi, Jar Jar. Jar Jar says, Upson the Chancellor. So sorry, Your Highness, sir. Right there.
Who says hi, Jar Jar?
Anakin.
This is like
Deleted scene.
Anakin from episode 3 says hi.
That's what it says.
Give me a friggin' break.
So in a way, a kid does say it because he's still.
Give me a break.
All right.
But yeah, you got a point there.
I'm getting a point there. This has been a stunning turn of events.
Oh, no!
Tim still in the lead with 23, even with getting his wrong. Chris in second.
Yeah.
With 21.
Misa back.
Misa back.
Then Matt with 20.
Oh,
And I'm way in the basement with 13. All right.
All right.
This was something else.
I didn't even know that I got the movie there until you said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for listening to this episode featuring
Ghoul.
Raja Ghoul.
Raja Ghoul.
Raja Ghoul. Am I saying this right?
Join us next time we discuss Pilo Scrambus.
Hello, Scrambus.
Thanks for listening to Star Wars in Character. Star Wars in Character is part of the neozaz.com network of podcasts. For more great podcasts and original entertainment, please visit www.neozaz.com. Star Wars in Character is not affiliated with nor endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited or 20th Century Fox. Star Wars and all Star Wars universe characters, places, or Star Wars related items are the copyright of Lucasfilm Limited or their respective trademark and copyright holders. Visit www.swic.neozaz.com for the latest Star Wars in Character episodes and information.